Mayor Newsom, can you tell us how you and Jennifer are prepared for the crisis?
Well, well, it's a great question now with a new baby. I haven't included my baby in the emergency operation plan, but no, we, as everyone should, have an emergency operation plan at home, and we actually have equipment. Of course, I'm uniquely fortunate because I'm the mayor. In the car, we have emergency kits. At home, we have emergency kits, emergency communication equipment, as well as the office. So I'm kind of an anomaly. But the point is for everybody else to maintain some vigilance and to make sure that they're prepared by going to our website, 72hours.org. It details everything you need to do to be disaster prepared. It's incumbent upon people to realize and rationalize the fact that the city, the state, and the federal government may not be able to get to you in the first 72 hours of a major catastrophic emergency, be man-made or be it Mother Nature. And the reality is you need to be prepared yourself. And that site will detail exactly how you can do that.
And how is this kind of disaster different than other disasters that other parts of our nation faces?
Well, I mean, the reality here is what more evidence do you need? From 1906 to 1989 being the two most notable, but we're reminded every few years of Mother Nature's fury. And the fact is, we don't live on just one fault. San Andreas, we're surrounded by multiple faults in the region, and this is not isolated. The reality is if there's an earthquake in the East Bay, it directly impacts us here. Loma Prieta was dominantly in the Santa Cruz Mountains. The fact is we're all in this together up and down this state, and we need to prepare together, we need to coordinate together, and we need to be vigilant together, and we need to hold each other accountable, individual by individual, neighbor by neighbor, to make sure that everyone has more than just a few days of water or a few cans of tuna, that we actually have the essential equipment we need well beyond that to make sure that we're prepared for those first 72 hours.
And one last question, do you have a pet, Mayor Newsom?
I don't.
Okay, any advice for people who have
well,
pets?
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. And especially in a city that has more dogs than we do children, it's absolutely essential to make sure people are prepared to take care of their pets with pet food and the other essentials, and they'll need as well water, and they'll need to be hydrated, and to make sure, as I said, that everybody is prepared with the basic information that you need in an earthquake. I remember specifically in '89 being locked out of my apartment. I was living at 15 Rico Way, literally a stone's throw behind us. We couldn't get back in. You needed ID to show where you actually lived to get back in. They had yellow cards, red cards, and I think blue cards. And depending on the severity of the building inspection department's analysis of your building, you couldn't get back in, and you had to make a case that you were actually a resident because they were worried about people coming in, stealing people's possessions and the like. So these basic things, including making sure you have basic information for your dog, and making sure that if that dog is lost in a quake, that you can get them back, and that folks are communicating back to you. These things are important.
And when the earthquake hits, what's the one quality that you wish San Franciscans would have in their mind?
Well, just don't panic. That's the most important quality. Not patience per se, but a capacity and appreciation.
But calm.
Not to overreact. I remember the biggest fear we had down here was that the bridge had collapsed, the entire bridge. We kind of spread a lot of fear that was completely false, and it created a tremendous amount of anxiety and uncertainty and stress that actually made conditions worse, not better. So I think that's the most important things. Just be calm and make sure that you're cognizant of what's around you and the people around you in need, not just folks in your own apartment or your own home, but next door neighbors and people living up and down your block.
Great. Thank you for your presence today.
Thank you.